Hello YouTube, Ready Reptiles here with another video, and in today's video I want to show you guys an update on some iguana babies that hatched here at Ready Reptiles. We have a bunch of Lewisi Hybrid Iguanas in there. I want to show you along the reptile room, show you what I do with Buster every day. We're going to walk through the habitats outside and just kind of see what's up with everybody. So it's going to be more of a reptile room kind of video. We're going to go ahead and clean the Chinese box turtles. We're going to go ahead and, like I said, show you the Lewisi Hybrids. Take Buster outside, make sure everything is nice and okay, and we're just gonna do a overall walkthrough of what I do pretty much on a daily basis. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and let's get started. So for those that don't know, this is Buster. Buster is my male blue and gold macaw. I've had him for about almost 5 years now. Buster should be almost 30 years old. He was a rescue from a friend of mine that had him since a hatchling, a little chick of a baby bird. And obviously raised him up. Just at one point just didn't want to, be with him anymore, could not handle him anymore. So went ahead and offered him to me. I absolutely love this guy. I will say macaws are a very messy animal. As you can see, this is his perch inside, full of poop always. If I have food in here, he will destroy and throw it all over the place. His perch is an ever-changing thing. As you can see, it's all chewed up. This is a very mobile thing. I need to kind of lock it in place, but he's the one that destroys it, not, intentionally that way. But it's a bird. These parrots are very, very destructive animals. They are a lot of maintenance. They live a very long time. People don't understand that. But Buster is an awesome guy. Him and I have a very special relationship. He wasn't always this friendly with me. He isn't very friendly with other people, of course, but that's just kind of how birds are. They are a monogamous animal. So, they kind of pick and choose who they want to spend their time with. So Buster right now is preening me, which is basically the act of cleaning me with his tongue. You can see there. He is excited to go outside. I'm going to go ahead and feed him and put him water like I do every day. So we'll go ahead and cut to that clip, and then we'll come back inside the reptile room. I'll show you guys the Lewisi Hybrid Iguanas, and I'll show you what else is going on. All right, guys, so Buster right here comes out every day into this small little tiki hut that I have here in my yard. It is an open-aired perch. Buster's wings are not clipped. Yes, Buster has the ability to fly. He never really has flown in his life. It's not something that he did as a young pair before I got him. He's also, in my experience with him, is a very kind of unstable bird. He doesn't have very good balance, so he's just more safe kind of being on his perch. Obviously I love to put him outside every day, as long as the weather is nice and he's fit, of course. He's also being supervised 24/7, so he's never out here alone, and obviously he does not sleep outside here. As you can see, Buster right now, what I'm doing is just kind of hanging out with him in the sun, because direct UVB, as you guys know, I stress, is vital for all my animals, but it's also very vital for birds, especially macaws like this. They come from a very tropical area. This blue and gold macaw comes from Venezuela. They're up in the mountains, elevation. They're always foraging for food, always flying around. As you can see, they're very beautiful. For those that have Instagram, I suggest you go search up Macaws of Caracas. It's a very beautiful account, and these birds just come up to the balconies, and obviously people feed them peanuts and stuff. Not the best diet for them, but it's overall just cool to see these birds out in the wild. So Buster's gonna go to his perch right now. I'm gonna go ahead and put him down here. This also has evolved over time. As you can see, he's got some toys. He used to have a swing that I had to kind of tuck back there. I need to go ahead and fix for him, but he has ample space. He's got food and water. Macaws and parrots should be eating a more diverse diet of fresh fruits and vegetables. Obviously some pelleted diet. We want to limit the use of lots of nuts. Like, people give these guys a lot of peanuts, but that can cause a lot of fatty liver and stuff. Buster's very picky. I have tried all these things, and what works best for him and I is this Zupreme fruit blend. I also mix it with Zupreme Pure Fun, or I think of it Sensible Seed. So I interchange those last two with the Pure Fun and this fruit blend, just because it's kind of a good variety. He munches on it. He also throws excess food everywhere, and that is just kind of what it is to being with a bird. Birds like to make mess, and he knows what he's doing because he's funny. He also talks a little bit, so he'll do that on purpose. So right here, Buster's hanging out. Go ahead, throw his food in his bowl. He'll have that. There's some little bit of sugar ants out there, but that's just a very issue that I have with all my tortoise enclosures. They're just full of sugar ants. They kind of live in between this wood. he hangs out here, so he's protected from the rain. He's protected from, you know, a lot of predators, of course, but he is a very large bird. So not very often do things try to mess with him. I've seen him fend off squirrels. I've seen him fend off rats, because the rats do sometimes live up in this tiki hut. They live in that back bush. They come up here and try to get him. But this bird is a very versatile bird. I absolutely love him. He's fun. He's full of personality. Would I get another bird? I am not sure. I have in the past. But like I said, it's a lot of work, and they require a lot of special attention. It's hard to place this guy somewhere when you're going to go, for example, on vacation, or you want to do something. Forgive that airplane in the background. You know, just like every animal, you have to have certain responsibilities, but this guy is a little bit more than I would say, you know, the common reptiles that we deal with here more often. So he's got water right there. I'll go ahead and put some fresh water. The bowls are older bowls, but like I said, this bird is very habitual in his ways. He's older than me, and it's just cool to be around him. It's also very special to know the bond that I've created with this animal over time. He has developed a lot of like personality with me, and obviously trust, and then he'll kind of go in with my brother and my dad as well. But I think he's more, you know, catered towards men than he is women. That's just because the person who owned him originally raised him like that as well. He is a man. So as you can see, he's eating some of that things. He'll throw the rest on the floor, but the Aldabras and the radiators kind of get a little treat pretty much every day. It's very limited kind of processed fruits for them. So we got Buster's water bowl. We're gonna walk through the young radiators. Here's a leopard tortoise, and then I come over here to my hose spigot, turn it on, give this a nice little rinse first, dump it out, make sure it's rinsed a little bit better, and then I'll go ahead and fill this up. So usually I have two hands, so it's easier, but I'll go ahead and turn that off, and then I'll walk it back over to Buster. And as you can see, he drinks this pretty much all day. I try to make sure it's clean about twice a day, because he'll go ahead and put some food in it to soften it up. I place it on the far left of his thing, so he's got enough space to kind of walk around, even go back there. This is his swing. I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix it. I just need to go ahead and lock it in to this, or back into this place. But you see, he's got chewing wood. He's got a concrete, you know, whatever that you call that, to go ahead and file down his beak. But I absolutely love this bird, and here is Buster kind of enjoying his, you know, morning meal. All right, guys, so to get back inside the reptile room, I want to show you what is in here. You can kind of see at the top of the screen, we got 2 baby Lewisi hybrids. There's 3 more down there. So in total, I have 8 hatchling Lewisi hybrid iguanas. You can kind of see through that dirty glass there. It's just kind of, you know, scraped up over time, but I have hatched 8 of these guys. They were incubating for about 110 days, I believe. They went a little bit longer. That's just normal. You know how it is, up and downs. So we went ahead and put those guys in here. I originally had them set up in this habitat. If you guys follow me on Instagram, this was a very temporary for about almost a week, just to make sure everybody hatched out, all the umbilical cords kind of you know, fell off, and then we went ahead and put them inside this tortoise table. These guys are available. They will be available at the Scales Reptile Expo in West Palm Beach next month, so we'll talk a little bit more about that in the next clip. All right, guys, so I went ahead and grabbed one of the baby Lewisi hybrid iguanas. As you can see, I had 8 of these. They're all in this tortoise table below us in the shot. They go absolutely crazy when I go ahead and open up this enclosure for them, but obviously they're not used to being handled, or obviously have any experience with me kind of putting my hand in there. I try to limit that because I want to make sure that they're actually eating very well, because like I mentioned in the clip before, these guys will be available at the Scales Expo in West Palm Beach next month, which is October 19th and 20th. I will be vending there myself. I have a table. I have very limited animals that I'm going to be bringing for sale. But if you guys are in the state of Florida or in surrounding areas and want to go ahead and check that show out, please do so. So I will have 8 of these beautiful guys. As you guys know, I have the parents, Mando and Meg. I've been working very closely with that pair for a long time. And you can see these guys have a little bit of attitude here, but they're just little munchkins. They're absolutely so cute. They are full of personality and make great pets, especially if you get them at this age. So like I was saying, Mando and Meg, I have worked very closely with them. Meg is very friendly. Mando is actually very tolerant of me now. But as you guys know, I've had them for a long time. I've had 3 clutches from them. The first 2 were I lost pretty much all the eggs except for one in the first clutch. That one was hatched and sold. Then the second clutch, I only had 2, and those did not make it because they were not eating. So a little bit of a traumatizing situation, but I hatched out all 8, so 100% successful hatch rate. As you can see, these guys tame up really nicely if you go ahead and work with them. So I would try to get some better clips of them inside this habitat, so just bear with me. But I'll even take this one outside so you guys can see it a lot closer in the sunlight. So guys, I went ahead and took this guy out for you to show you guys a little close-up, a better look at these patterns, how awesome this guy is doing. These are very cute, very, amazing animals. They actually make very good pets. They're very underrated. You just have to go ahead and obviously work with them closely. But if you get one at this size, at this age, and raise it up from, basically its birth until whenever you want to keep it, it is a awesome animal to be around. They are almost dog-like in the sense that they respond to you. They want to be around you. A lot of them are affectionate. Of course, Meg, the female, has no shame in jumping on me and doesn't hesitate to kind of get a nice pet. Same with Mando when he wants to as well. So these guys make a lifelong commitment, but they are very rewarding when worked with correctly. So here are some of them kind of basking, calming down from me going inside the habitat. So we got 3 right there. There's another 2. They're very curious animals. They know that I'm talking. They are looking at me. They're very responsive. As you can see, I have lots of hiding places and kind of visual barriers for them. They have their plates right there. The food is all thrown everywhere because they run around and do things. But they're very curious little animals. And like I said, they're looking at me. They hear what's going on. And we're going to continue seeing their progress and how they do. So the next step in the reptile room is to clean these Chinese box turtles. I love these guys, but I will say I do not like their semi-aquatic tendencies in the simple fact that they throw all their food in the water and it just kind of smells like decaying mealworms. I went ahead and put them back in a terrestrial kind of setup, a little bit less water, but they seemed a lot unhappier. Right now, I find that they are actually enjoying the more water kind of content for them, different kind of habitat. So I'm going to stick with this for a few more weeks. Then I'm going to kind of integrate them into something like this, maybe with half water, half land. As you can see right here, we also have a baby sulcata. This guy will be available also at the expo, doing very well by himself here. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this. You guys are going to watch me do that, and we'll get back to showing you what's else in the reptile room. All right, so the water is nice and clean, as you can see. Like I said, very semi-aquatic. This is kind of their land. They do hang out on here, but when I went ahead and put them on just all mulch, I didn't really see that they were that active. They seem to be a lot more active when it's this setup, but it might just be because they are used to this. Maybe I have to hold out a little bit longer when I do switch them out. But for right now, we'll keep them in here for a few more weeks. They're growing beautifully. If I can go ahead and focus the camera for you guys, you can see the size that they've taken on since I first got them. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys probably have seen better updates on them. But this one has a nice, nicer shell. That one has a little bit of kind of like indentations, but I think it's just because of growth things. They kind of shed these off because they are, more aquatic, but they are a box turtle species. So I thought I would share that with you guys, show you guys, how they're doing right there. So along with those things in the reptile room, you guys saw this sulcata earlier. If we go down here, I have a female bearded dragon. Honestly, this is a surprising pet to me because I used to keep them in the past, but I use her more for educational shows. I also use her for therapies with special needs children. She's very, very calm. Sometimes she'll just go ahead and free roam the reptile room with me as I clean or do things. So there she is. We'll probably just leave her there right now. You guys saw the Lewisi. Here we have Benny, the Dumeral's boa. Haven't really covered much of my snakes lately. You guys know, if you follow me early on in my YouTube career, I used to work with just snakes, so lots of ball pythons, different boas and stuff. Benny is a rescue given to me by a friend of mine. Not the friendliest Dumerals out there. There is Sparky, the OG ball python. He's my first snake ever. We have a small pewter male that will be available at the Scales Expo as well. We got Depot, an albino ball python that was found at Home Depot. And then of course, in his dark habitat right now is Jungle. Jungle is in deep shed right now, so we will not be taking him out. You can kind of see those bluish hues. Look at his eyes right there. And yeah, he is just kind of hanging out in the reptile room. I have discoid roaches, sorry, in there. Buster, incubator, and then the same kind of turtle slash tortoise nursery slash baby iguana nursery as well. So a quick overview of everything. As you can see right here, we got some shells. If you guys want to see a video on these and maybe talk about the history of each kind of, shell that I have here, go ahead and comment down below. We'll go ahead and make that video. We got supplies, this large aquarium that used to have water but no longer does, and then of course all the animals. All right, guys, so I said I would end the video or kind of show you guys what's going on outside with the tortoises, but I think this video is long enough already. I really do hope you guys enjoyed all the kind of updates of the inside the reptile room, which I really haven't shown you guys much of. Right here we are with Aristotle, my largest Aldabra tortoise. That Buster right above us as well. So I want to say thank you so much for all the support. I recently hit 4,000 subscribers, which it's a very good milestone for me because I've been posting YouTube videos for a very long time. I will say I haven't taken YouTube as serious as I used to. Maybe I would have more progress, but it's okay. I do it because I enjoy making content and I enjoy making educational videos, just kind of showing you guys what I do and how to keep reptiles maybe in my way or things that I have learned from other keepers as well. So if you guys haven't checked me out already on Instagram or on TikTok, I went ahead and posted a very cool post on Instagram yesterday about my new logo, Ready Reptiles, also the new icon here on YouTube. I just went ahead and had that created because I thought I was, long overdue for a nice official logo for myself as well. So maybe we'll produce some merch. Maybe you guys want to buy some of that. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Subscribe, rate, comment, likes, and see my fellow herpers.